portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Police officers are hoping to put a dent in the recent spree of criminal activity hitting the Yellow Elder community. And to do that, they intend to develop stronger ties with area residents.
Officers took part in a walkabout today not only to show their presence, but to get recommendations from residents on what they can all do to address the crime problem. Cleopatra Murphy has more.
Despite efforts by officers, Assistant Commissioner of Police Stephen Dean says the Yellow Elder community continues to be impacted by crime, including shootings and murders. Officers took to the streets to ensure residents that law enforcement is working to ensure their safety. Dean says all the department's resources will be placed in the area.
We have to find these persons who still want to make Yellow Elder a bad place, who want to continue to be hell-bent on crime. We must find them. We must seek them out. The community does not want them in here. We have to work with community residents to get them out of their hiding places.
An area resident says that on Derby Road, where she lives, there has been lots of criminal activity recently. She says the police presence is comforting.
I'm a scary person. I'm a person who have already been held up at gunpoint. So it's having me really, really afraid. Really, really afraid. I don't even go out just because of the crime that's going on right now.
Grateful for the police presence, Henry Moxie, who was visiting his mother-in-law, says police must have a sustained presence to make a real impact. He says only when problems reach a climax do residents see the full force of officers, and that must change.
It serves as a deterrent, but it's more than just simply their presence, realizing that they can be here in totality, but there needs to be more. There needs to be a meeting of the minds, sitting with persons. You can't transform people by your ever-presence, but you have to impact minds and hearts. That's how you bring about changes.
Noting those concerns, Dean says this will not be a one-time thing, as officers intend to become a staple in the area as they work to restore harmony. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Suwain. Grand Bahama-based Focal Holdings Limited published its unaudited third quarter results today. The company's net income for 9 months ending April 30th totaled $14.9 million, compared to $8.8 million last year. The report states that initiatives taken by management to restructure its business model over the past year is having a positive impact on the company's 2015 earnings. Focal has spent $6.6 million in capital projects and an additional $5.2 million in shipping subsidiaries. In other business news, Aristo Development broke ground last week on their One Cable Beach new luxury boutique residences and state-of-the-art all-new curve construction design project here in Nassau. The $40 million 69-unit development, with about a 2-year time frame for completion, anticipates employing and investing in 200 educated workers, qualified subcontractors, and other professionals over the life of the project. Savvy buyers are purchasing One Cable Beach as second homes that range from $500,000 up to $1 million. And in international business news, for the first time, foreigners can now buy and sell shares in listed companies on the Saudi Arabian Stock Exchange. It's the last of the grouping of the world's largest economies, the G20, to open up its market to foreigners. Until now, they were only able to indirectly buy shares and will only get the economic benefits. Industry experts say Monday's move that allows foreigners voting rights could be transformative for the region, as Saudi companies will be able to profit from the scrutiny and strategy of sophisticated international partners, and overseas investments will help to push the country's economic reforms. That was your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Suwain.
Disciplinary action has been taken against those involved in the use of an ambulance in Marsh Harbor, Abaco this past weekend as transportation to a prom. Social media was abuzz and when circulated on Sunday, pictures of a young lady lying on a stretcher emerged from an ambulance only to be kissed back to life like Snow White. That act drew mixed reaction from outrage that a government ambulance would be used for such frivolity to awe at the creativity of the prom goers. The Public Hospital Authority condemned the actions, though, of those involved in a statement today, stating that it was despicable that an ambulance under management of the PHA was used in that way. The release states that the use of the ambulance was in direct contravention of the rules regarding the dispatching and use of emergency vehicles that are only to be used for medical transport. Following an investigation into the incident, the PHA says additional action may also be taken. I don't know where we're going to go with that.
I don't know.
I'm going to do just this. I'm going to take it, I'm going to rest that down and leave it right there where it deserves to be.
Crab Fest over in Andros was the place to be this weekend. While officially opening the event, Tourism Minister the Honorable Obi Wolshcom encouraged Bahamians to continue to strive to be the best, because we are indeed the best in the world.
We want not only this festival to be successful, but we want every single Bahamian to be successful. We want those children who dance tonight to be successful. If it is their talent, let their talent reign. We want the vendors. If you are a cook, if you are someone who knows how to prepare the delicacies, we want you to be successful. We want your name to reign around the world as being able to provide unique dishes for the whole world community.